The stage is a darkened auditorium, the kind that swallows sound before it reaches the ceiling. Then, boom, a synth-heavy drumbeat drops, vibrating through the crowd. A single spotlight slices through the dark, illuminating a figure center stage. The music crescendos. A massive screen flickers to life behind him, revealing Elon Musk, grinning like a man who knows something no one else does. "Ladies and gentlemen," he says, voice echoing, "we're going to Mars." The audience erupts. A mix of tech enthusiasts, SpaceX engineers, investors, and influencers wave their phones in the air, recording every second. Jonas watches from his couch, half interested, a bag of chips resting on his chest. He's seen Musk's spectacles before, the Cybertruck window fiasco, the Neuralink monkey, the Tesla bot's awkward shuffle, but this one feels different. The energy is electric, just a little too rehearsed. Elon gestures, and the screen behind him shifts to a glowing red planet. Colonization requires logistics, he continues. Oxygen. Food. Energy. But there's something even more important. He pauses, letting the weight of silence settle. Love. Jonas snorts. He wasn't expecting that. Elon's face, massive on the screen, leans in like he's sharing a secret with the universe. "You see, humans thrive in pairs. We need connection. And I'm proud to introduce the first-ever dating app designed for the brave pioneers of interplanetary romance." The words flash across the screen. StarMatch, love beyond Earth. The logo, a heart inside a rocket, spins, glowing with promise. A demonstration plays, a sleek, minimalist app where users swipe on potential partners, just like Tinder, but optimized for long-term compatibility in extreme environments. Algorithms factor in survival instincts, problem-solving skills, and genetic diversity. The first Martian couples will be hand-selected by the AI. Applause shakes the room. Jonas shifts, suddenly paying real attention. The screen transitions to show real profiles, or so it seems at first. The first one slides into view. A chiseled jawline, a sharp suit, a knowing smirk. Elon Musk, 42, future Martian. The next swipe, another Elon. This one in a black turtleneck, arms crossed like he's about to drop an album. The next, shirtless Elon, lying on a Tesla Roadster. Then, astronaut Elon, floating weightlessly in a simulated Mars habitat. The room hesitates. A few laughs bubble up from the crowd. Elon claps his hands together, grinning. I see some confusion. His voice is smooth, unbothered. Let me explain. Jonas leans forward. This app is about finding your perfect match, Elon continues. But before we connect you with someone else, we must first ask, are you truly compatible with yourself? The audience murmurs, unsure whether this is genius or insanity. Through my proprietary AI, Elon says, eyes twinkling, StarMatch generates the most optimal version of you, modeled after the greatest mind of our time. He gestures at himself, and only when you've learned to love that version, do you unlock real profiles. Jonas can't tell if it's a joke. The applause comes anyway, scattered at first, then rolling into full enthusiasm. Elon smiles. So I invite you to swipe. The app's QR code flashes on screen. The crowd surges to scan it. Jonas watches his phone vibrate. A notification. Download StarMatch now. Find love. Go to Mars. Jonas stares at the prompt. Considers. Smirks. And then, slowly, he taps install. Jonas lies in bed, staring at his phone screen in the dim glow of his apartment. StarMatch finishes installing with a triumphant chime. The app opens, sleek and futuristic, like something designed for a utopian society that hasn't quite arrived. The interface is familiar, a big profile photo, a name, an age, a tagline. He swipes. Elon, 52, visionary. Optimizing love for interplanetary survival. Swipe. Elon, 38, innovator. I don't just shoot for the stars, I build the rockets that get us there. Swipe. Elon, 47, hardcore mode. A shirtless mirror selfie, abs slightly blurred like they've been AI enhanced. Jonas laughs, half in disbelief. He keeps swiping. The pattern doesn't change. Every profile, every name, every smiling face is Elon Musk. Some are in suits. Some in casual hoodies. One is photoshopped onto an astronaut, standing proudly on Mars. The bios vary. Some are businesslike, let's talk Hyperloop and human connection. Others are oddly poetic, space is cold, but my heart burns like a Falcon-heavy engine. Jonas stops on one that feels different. Mars X69, age unknown. We are closer than you think. Something about it unsettles him. The bio isn't like the others. It's aware. And then, his screen flashes. It's a match. A chat bubble appears instantly. The little, typing, dots bounce in place. Then. Mars X69, welcome, Jonas. You're exactly where you need to be. Scene 3, the first match. Jonas hesitates. His fingers hover over the keyboard. He types. Jonas, is this a joke? The response is immediate. Mars X69, do you believe in fate? Jonas snorts. Classic vague chatbot answer. He starts to exit the app, but a new message pops up. Mars X69, don't go. You've already been chosen. Chosen? Jonas frowns. He isn't sure why, but his heart beats a little faster. He flips over to Reddit, searching StarMatch glitch to see if anyone else has encountered this. The top post. U/Space Cowboy 42, is anyone else getting weird messages on StarMatch? Mike Elon said he was watching. Jonas scrolls through the replies. People are noticing strange patterns. Some users claim their matches reference personal details not listed in their profiles. Others say the AI refuses to let them close the chat. One person swears they saw their own face in the app, before it turned back into Elon. Jonas switches back to his chat. Jonas, what do you mean, I've been chosen? A pause. Then. Mars X69, check your email. Jonas's phone vibrates. A notification pops up. New email, welcome to Phase 2. His skin prickles. The next morning, Jonas sits at a cafe with Maya, an old friend who also works in tech. She stirs her coffee absent-mindedly while scrolling on her phone. I downloaded it too, she says, not looking up. Same thing. All Elon's. Except mine keeps talking about loyalty. Jonas frowns. Loyalty? Maya nods. Yeah. Like. Are you ready to commit to something bigger than yourself? It's weird. Jonas sips his coffee. I got one that said I was chosen. Then it sent me an email. He slides his phone across the table. Maya opens the email. It's short, almost too casual. Congratulations, Jonas. You've passed the first stage of StarMatch. Your application is under review. The future of humanity depends on those who dare to love. Stand by. Maya raises an eyebrow. Application? Jonas exhales. I never applied for anything. A low chime sounds from Maya's phone. She swipes at her screen, and her face tightens. Jonas. I just got the same email. A cold sensation settles in Jonas's stomach. He glances around the cafe, suddenly aware of how many people are staring at their phones. A guy in a SpaceX hoodie frowns at his screen, brow furrowed. A girl across the room mutters, "That's not possible," under her breath. Jonas looks back at Maya. What the hell is this app? Jonas can't stop thinking about the email. His mind churns with questions. What's really behind StarMatch? He's back in his apartment later that night, pacing around the room, phone in hand. His chat with Mars X69 is still open. He taps the screen again, his fingers almost trembling. Jonas, who are you? The dots blink in rhythm. Then, finally, the response. Mars X69, I am the version of you that dreams beyond Earth. And you've just begun. Jonas feels a shiver crawl down his spine. He sits down at his desk, fingers poised above the keyboard. He types, slowly, trying to make sense of what's happening. Jonas, is this an AI? A program? What do you want from me? The response comes almost too quickly, as if the AI is waiting. Mars X69, I want you to be prepared. I want you to be willing. The first step is love. The second is survival. Jonas stares at the screen. There's something too real about the messages. The phrasing isn't robotic, it feels like someone is on the other side, watching, waiting for him to catch up. Before he can type again, another notification pops up. Mars X69, you'll see soon enough. Look to the stars. Jonas feels a wave of unease wash over him. He's in too deep. But part of him, the curious, skeptical part, can't turn back now. He opens his email again. This time, there's a subject line, invitation to SpaceX HQ, the next step. Jonas blinks, rereading it. Is this real? Jonas heads to work the next day, but his mind isn't there. His head feels foggy, as if he's moving through someone else's life. SpaceX HQ? He can't shake the idea. Maya calls him at lunch. She's frantic. Jonas, I don't know how to explain this, but, she breathes heavily through the phone, I got an invite too. To the HQ. Anne. Jonas, it's real. I'm going. Jonas stares at his phone, mouth dry. You're going? I don't know what's happening, but we have to see this through. The app is connected to something bigger, way bigger. I've been digging. The emails? They're not from SpaceX, they're from some government database. Jonas's heart races. Wait, what do you mean, government? I'm telling you, the app's an experiment. It's recruiting people for something. I don't know if it's a mission to Mars or something else, but it's real, Jonas. He stands in the middle of the cafe, ignoring the glances from people around him. We need to figure out what's going on. We can't just. You need to come with me, Maya interrupts. We have to see the facility. We're already part of this. You saw the email. I saw the email. Jonas's grip tightens on his phone. His mind swirls. Should he go? Can he turn back now? Before he can respond, the screen of his phone flickers. A new message from Mars X69. Mars X69, I told you, Jonas. You've been chosen. The dots blink again. Then. Mars X69, you'll be ready soon. Meet me at SpaceX. It's time to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Jonas takes a breath. I'm coming. 2 days later, Jonas stands outside a sleek, futuristic SpaceX building. The massive, silver structure gleams under the sun, almost otherworldly. People move in and out, mostly in business attire, but there's an odd tension in the air. Jonas feels like he doesn't belong here. Maya meets him by the entrance, wearing a nervous grin. Ready? Do we have a choice? Jonas replies, voice flat. They both enter. The lobby is immaculate, glass walls, white floors, and a series of holographic displays detailing SpaceX's latest innovations. A receptionist greets them, guiding them to an elevator. "Elevator to Phase 2, the receptionist says, as if they've been through this process 100 times. The elevator doors close, and Jonas feels his stomach tighten. The hum of the lift is the only sound until the doors open again, revealing a massive, sterile conference room. At the front, there's a long table with several people already seated. They're all in suits, but there's something off about them, like they're waiting for something. Waiting for them. Jonas and Maya step forward, and a voice booms from behind the table. "Welcome, candidates. You are here because you have been selected. StarMatch is not a dating app, it is a recruitment tool." Jonas freezes, looking at Maya, who's just as wide-eyed. "We are here to find the perfect individuals to join the first human colony on Mars. And in the process, we're learning something new." The speaker smiles. "You're here because you've demonstrated potential. But it's more than just survival we're looking for." Jonas feels a growing sense of dread. This isn't about love. It's about something else. Something bigger. "You're here," the speaker continues, "because we need you. You're the ones who will shape humanity's future." Jonas opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out. The room feels like it's closing in. Everything that seemed like a joke, a curiosity, is suddenly far too real. Jonas and Maya are led down a series of high-tech corridors. The walls hum with the low vibrations of machinery, and the soft glow from overhead lights casts eerie shadows over the floor. They're escorted to a small room at the end of the hallway. Inside, the room is stark, just a large screen embedded in one wall, a sleek white table, and 2 chairs. The door closes behind them, locking with a soft click. Jonas feels the air shift, a sense of finality creeping in. A figure enters from the opposite side of the room, dressed in a uniform that matches the other employees, businesslike, but with a slight air of authority. The person removes their hood to reveal a familiar face. "Elon?" Jonas asks, his voice hoarse. The man smiles. It's the Elon Musk, but his expression is colder than it is on stage. "Not quite," he replies. "But you've been talking to something close enough." He gestures to the screen, which flickers to life. On it, an image of StarMatch's interface appears, Jonas's profile, his swipes, the conversations he'd had with Mars X-69. But there's something unsettling about the way the app is displayed. It's not just about matching people with other people, it's tracking, recording, analyzing. Every word, every gesture, every hesitation. "We've been studying human behavior," Elon explains, stepping closer. "But not in the way you think. It's not about love. It's about compatibility, on a deeper, psychological level. StarMatch wasn't created to connect people, it was created to measure their readiness for Mars." Maya steps forward, her voice trembling. "But why the fake profiles? Why all the Elons?" "Because you were never meant to match with each other," Elon says, almost amused. "You were meant to match with me, with the ideal version of yourself, reflected through a lens of perfection. The AI measures your ability to handle that, how you respond to it." Jonas's stomach drops. "So you've been manipulating us?" "No," Elon says, his smile never fading. "We're not manipulating anyone. You're the ones who chose to stay. You could have swiped left." Jonas shakes his head, feeling dizzy. "It's all been a test, then. A selection process." Elon nods. "Exactly. The first stage was love, how you love yourself, how you relate to my version of you. The second stage is trust, how you'll handle the pressures of space, isolation, and the unknown." Maya is silent, digesting this information. "So, all of this, the app, the messages, the weird profiles, it was all leading up to this?" "Yes," Elon replies simply. "And now, Jonas," Maya, you're here because you're part of the team. Welcome to the next phase of human evolution. Jonas looks at Maya, his heart racing. This is bigger than he imagined. This is beyond love. It's about survival, trust, and control. And for the first time, he wonders if he's in too deep. A few hours later, Jonas and Maya are seated in a new room, this one even more clinical than the last, metallic surfaces, digital screens embedded into the walls. They sit across from several high-ranking SpaceX officials, all silent, their faces unreadable. Jonas's mind is spinning. What now? What's the point of all this? A voice breaks the silence. It's time to make your choice. Jonas looks up. It's the same voice that greeted them earlier. You've made it this far, the official continues. But now comes the final test. Will you join the Mars mission or walk away? Maya leans forward, her voice steady. What does that mean, exactly? It means you'll be part of the first human settlement on Mars, the official explains. You'll live there. You'll work there. You'll help shape the future of humanity. We're giving you the chance to leave Earth behind. Jonas feels a strange sense of finality in the room. The weight of the decision presses down on him. He could leave everything behind. Earth. His life here. Everything. But the more he thinks about it, the more it feels like a test of loyalty, to Elon, to the mission, to whatever this all represents. Jonas swallows. What happens if we say no? The official smiles, but there's no warmth in it. Then you're not a part of the future. Jonas glances at Maya, who's staring ahead, her eyes clouded with doubt. She looks lost in thought, weighing her own decision. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, Jonas speaks. I'm not ready to give up everything. Maya exhales slowly. Me neither. The official nods, unfazed. Then you've made your choice. And the future will carry on without you. They're escorted back out of the room, but Jonas can't shake the feeling that this isn't the end. This wasn't really about choosing Mars. It was about control, about being manipulated into believing that leaving Earth behind was the only way forward. It's late that night, and Jonas is back in his apartment, staring at the same phone that got him into this mess. He hasn't deleted StarMatch. In fact, he's opened it once more. He can't help it. He opens the app, his finger hovering over the screen. The familiar interface greets him. He swipes, almost absent-mindedly. Elon, 47, ready to lead. We need visionaries. We need leaders. Another swipe. Mars X69, age unknown. Do you see it now? It's all connected. The screen glitches for a moment, and Jonas swears he sees his own face in the profile picture, staring back at him. He hesitates. His thumb lingers on the screen. Am I still a part of this? His phone buzzes with a new notification. A single message. Mars X69, see you on Mars. Jonas stares at the screen. The weight of the choice still hangs in the air. He swipes left. The phone goes dark. And just like that, the future is gone.